Bonjour, class. Okay, so today we are going to continue our discussion of the future tense, but I want to talk about some irregular verbs, okay? So to refresh your memory, okay, on page 452, there's a chart of our regular verbs, which is going to be where you take your future stem, which is really the verb in its infinitive form, okay? And then you add on the endings that look like avoir, okay? So basically what you're doing is you're just keeping the verb as it is, and then you add the ending onto the end of the verb, okay? So that's what we were doing the last few days. I was impressed with your quizzes, so you appear to be getting it, all right? Now, if you go to page 455, there are some irregular future verbs, meaning you don't just stick the ending on the end of it, but these do still have the same endings, okay? So these are just irregular stems. The irregular stem for aller is ir, okay? So if we want to say, I will go, it would be j'irai, ai at the end. The example here in your book is cet été, nous irons au Sénégal. This summer, we will go to Senegal, okay? You can still say, je vais aller. That's I am going to go. The difference really is it's like saying I will as opposed to I'm going to go. So, I mean, both of them really are talking about the future, but if you say je vais aller, that's considered near future, whereas the IR is future tense, okay? All right, we've got avoir. This is pronounced or. I have been doing a Harry Potter marathon, and this makes me think of an Auror. I don't know if that's where we get it. I don't know. Anyways, side note. So if we want to say will have, it's or. Same endings. Aurait, sorry, aura, aura. Auront, aurait, and auront. So, same endings. Example here, tu auras assez d'argent. You will have enough money. Okay? Être. Now, this makes sense. You're not going to stick an ending on être. They change it to ser. Now, when I was a little girl, my mom used to sing a song to me. It's actually Spanish, but it works in French too. And you may have heard it. It says, que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. Have you ever heard that? Anyways, it's whatever. But sera means will be. Whatever will be, will be. We're saying sera. Okay, serait, seront, whatever our ending is. ser is the stem. Okay? If you look at our example in the book, je ne serai pas à Paris en June, which is true. I will not be in Paris in June. Okay? Next June, oui. Je serai à Paris. So we're going to say I will not be in Paris this June. Notice that the ne pas goes around the conjugated verb, which here in this particular sentence is our future tense of être. All right, faire, to do. So if we want to say to do in the future, we're saying will do or will make. Pierre fera un voyage en Algérie. Okay, so our stem is fer. Pierre will make or will do a voyage in Algeria. Okay, the last one we're going to look at, and this is not all the irregular verbs, this is just some of them. Most common ones probably. Voir, to see. So the future tense would be will see. Nous verrons la Tour Eiffel. We will see the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so our stem is verr. But remember the endings, which are back here on page 452, are exactly the same. It's just the stem is different for these irregular verbs, okay? Hopefully that's not too confusing. For your homework, you're going to do exercise number 5, okay? So what you're doing is you're answering the question according to your own personal opinion. So it's going to be a yes or no answer going along with the question. All right, so for example, the example here is avoir une moto. So you're going to conjugate avoir with je in the future tense, okay? So all of these are supposed to be will you do or have the following things in the next 5 years, okay? You do not need to start with dans 5 ans. Just start with the actual sentence. J'aurai une moto. So in 5 years, this girl says she's going to have a motorcycle. Now, if you wanted to make that negative, you would say, dans 5 ans, je n'aurai pas une moto. So the ne pas just goes around the aurait. All right, so that's the example. Let's do a couple of these together, but the answers are really going to vary depending on your own personal preference or opinion, okay? So number 1, we have aller à l'université. So the question is, in 5 years, will you be going to a university? Or the university is what it says. So we have to go up here. Our future stem of aller is ir, I-R, okay? So in 5 years, I'm hoping you're all in college, okay? So we're going to say, you don't need to put the dans 5 ans. We're just going to start with I will be, j'irai à, l'université, sorry. Okay, so the main part is this right here. J'irai à l'université. So in 5 years, I will be at the university. Number 2, avoir un job intéressant. So if we want to say yes to that one, I will have an interesting job. All right, so our future of to have is A-U-R. Okay, so we're going to say I will have. J'aurai un job intéressant. Okay, so you're going to go through this with each of these. It tells you what verb you're using, so this should not be that hard, but you just need to take this verb and change it into a future stem and then put the appropriate ending on it, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you have a très, très bonne journée. Au revoir.